What's up, everybody? I hope everybody had a great weekend. I got a couple of two announcements to make before I do this video. I want to say rest in peace to Mr. John Ingle, who played Edward Quartermain. He died yesterday. That was the saddest fucking news. I just found that out this morning. It was sad. His wife um, died a few months ago, back in February, and it's sad. He died. He was 84 years old. That's sad. That's a real low blow because I really like the Edward character. John Ingle, he is and was an amazing actor. He will be missed on the show. I don't know whether they're gonna recast, or because I know in today's episode Tracy mentioned that Edward was alive and he survived the crisis, and I don't know what they're planning on doing in the next few weeks or months with the character. I'm not sure. Hopefully they don't recast. His death, when I found out he died, it reminded me. It was such a low blow. It reminded me of Phil Carey's death. If you're not familiar with Phil Carey, he played the great Asa Buchanan on One Life to Live. When his character died on the show, and when his character died 2 years later in real life in 2009, that was a low blow for me. I was like, dear, you can never duplicate longtime characters like Asa Buchanan and Edward Quartermain. You can't duplicate. Those deaths are pretty big deaths in the soap world. They're icons, and they will forever be icons and legends. And I'm gonna miss the shit out of them. I've been missing Asa for a long time. Phil Carey, an amazing actor. I've been missing him for a long time. And it also reminded me of the death of Clint Ritchie, the original. Well, he played Clint Buchanan long time ago. One of the best Clint Buchanans I've ever seen in my life. Low blows, man. And I just watched an interview with Steve Burton that somebody just posted. I just watched an interview with Steve Burton where he was talking about him selling his house and leaving GH, and his character, his personality in real life is way different than the Jason Morgan character. Like, when he was talking in the interview, he was smiling from ear to ear. He was excited, and Jason's character is so cold. Like, he just a brick wall. He's stone faced, hence the name Stone Cold. He's very stone faced. Not a big talker and stuff like that. But Steve Burton is a real big talker. Like, he can talk. He loves to talk. It was sad watching that interview too, knowing that he's leaving, and it's big changes on General Hospital. Some huge changes. So I don't know. For right now they're not good changes, but how they say all good things come to an end, and it's just this ending is not a good ending. It's a very sad ending for all involved. For me, I've been a fan of General Hospital for many years. Since I was a baby, I loved it. I loved GH for a long time. And I do not like the changes that's going on right now. People leaving, people dying in real life or on the show it's a blow, hard blow. So like I said, rest in peace, John Ingle, Edward Quartermain, great actor. It's a sad thing to lose somebody like him of his caliber. He's an amazing actor. Steve Burton, with him leaving, it's the whole landscape of General Hospital is about to change. Hopefully some good can come. They can spice some things up, move some characters up, build them up better, and just keep fighting, because we cannot lose another soap opera. And with him leaving, it's damn sure going to change the landscape. It's going to change some things around. And anyway, let me get into this video before my time runs out. I know Friday I caught a lot of flack for the things I said about Elizabeth, but in a way, after watching today's episode, it made me feel like Elizabeth was never rooting for Jasam to make it. She was praying, in a way, for them to break up, get a divorce, so she could have another chance at Jason. But this is what I don't understand, and this is why I don't like Elizabeth. Because let me tell you why I really just dislike her. She's the type of woman who wants something at the time that she can't have. Okay, yeah, Jason led her on in a way, but with the kiss on the bridge and stuff like that, but she should have known that was just a rebound thing because, for one, he was upset because of McBain and Sam. And I agree, Jason does have feelings for Elizabeth. I believe that, but they're not, I'm in love with you type feelings. I want to be with you for the rest of my life type feelings. And what made me a little upset today was that Elizabeth said Sam can handle, so he's saying Sam can handle his life and she can't. I'm like, Elizabeth, Sam is his ride or die chick. When Jason goes into shootouts, I always see most of the time Sam standing right next to him shooting with him. Elizabeth would never do that. You would never stand side by side with him and shoot with him. Elizabeth could never handle Jason's lifestyle. She couldn't handle it years ago. She couldn't handle it now. You got 2 kids. You can't handle his lifestyle. Of course, I believe Jason will always love Elizabeth, and the reason being was because they had a child together. So they're always going to be connected, whether Jake is alive or dead. They're always going to be connected by Jake. And that's as far as it go, in my opinion. Elizabeth she's the type of woman. I mean, come on. This don't make no sense. She act like she's in love with Jason. Like, come on. Just a few months ago, she pretended to have a nervous breakdown to get Lucky's attention. Then when that backfired on her and he left for Ireland, she hooked up with Ewan. Ewan turned out to be not the right guy, so now she's claiming that all this time she had feelings for Jason this whole time. That don't make sense. She just wants what she can't get at the time. Jason's divorce wasn't even signed yet. The papers were not signed. Nothing was, so what if he was getting a divorce? So what? They haven't divorced yet, which means him and Sam could have changed their minds. Yeah, I'm just not feeling Elizabeth. I haven't been liking her character for a long time. The first time I can tell you when I did used to be a good fan of Elizabeth, but that was around 97. She was strong. She was tough. You know what I mean? They just made her character a little needy, damsel in distress, and pathetic. And I just think I could like Elizabeth again if they make her how she was back in 97. A strong-minded person, take no prisoners, take no shit. Now they just made her a human incubator. All she does is get pregnant by the first man that sleeps with her. And it's annoying. Haven't this woman ever heard of birth control? Like, seriously. Something. Anyway. Christina. I am so fed up with Christina. Like, seriously. How's she gonna sit there and say Trey didn't marry her for her money? I'm thinking in my head, what money? What money? You're 18, 19 years old. What money? You have no career, no job, no college degree. What money are you talking about? So I started thinking, I'm like, oh, I know what money she's talking about. She interprets Sonny and Alexis's money as her money. I'm like, you're not going to get a dime of that money until one of them are dead or both of them are dead. And that's a long way from now. Just to think about it. Christina she's a narcissistic. She's neurotic. She just gets on my nerves. Like, she acts like Alexis and Sonny don't treat her like an adult. They can't treat you like an adult. They can't take your feelings seriously as an adult because you still make childlike decisions. You make decisions that a 13-year-old would make. Come on, like, who runs off to Vegas to marry somebody without a prenup that they don't even know? That's something a 16, 17-year-old idiot would make. I mean, yeah, a person her age, when you're that young and stuff like that, you're supposed to make mistakes, but not big ones like that. Like, come on, like, that's a foolish thing to do. That's a child thing to do. And that's why I can't like Christina like that. I just can't. And then when Alexis was telling her, like, she makes some dumb choices, Christina interprets it as Alexis saying that she's stupid, which Alexis wasn't saying. She's not calling you stupid. She's just saying you're making dumb decisions. There's a difference. She just, if that's why they don't find her very mature, because if you were mature, you would really listen to what they're saying instead of interpreting it as a bad thing when they're trying to knock some sense into you. I don't know. The Sonny, Joe, Tracy scenes was cool. I was just wondering, when did Sonny start caring about Tracy's life? When he said that he wasn't comfortable leaving her with Joe Jr., I'm like, when did you start caring about Tracy? He doesn't give a damn about the Quartermaines. Like, seriously. Tracy, I feel like she has been married and divorced and widowed to so many mobsters. She married Gino Solito twice. Her and Gino, I think, got an annulment, and then she married him again, and then he died, and that's when she stole the money, put it in ELQ, and that's why she's in the mess that she's in. So she's attracted to mobsters. Mind you, years ago, she used to be a mob boss. She was the leader of the Solito crime family back in the day. Just thought I'd point that out for those of you who don't remember or something. But yeah, she used to be a mob boss back then. She used to be a troublemaker. Edward and Lila could not stand her back then. She was all about the money. I think her and Joe, I think they most likely gonna get back together because she's feeling him for some reason. And I think Tracy's becoming naive. She always accuses everybody of trying to be after her money, but she doesn't accuse Joe Jr. of trying to be after her money. That's crazy to me. When did she become so naive? Kate, I did not know Kate was that old. She had a baby 25 years ago. I could see if she had a baby 20 years ago. I didn't know Trey was that damn old. I could see if she had a kid 20 years ago. It's no big deal, but to me it's a big deal when you add a 5 to that 20. That's a big deal to me. I'm like, damn, she's just as old as Sonny? I think on the show, Sonny is like, what, 43 on the show? 44? But in real life, Maurice Benard is like 50. A little old. The scenes with her and Trey was emotional for the most part, but then when she turned into Connie, I was like, oh shit. I could see this storyline ending like this. Trey and Kate start to bond. Trey decides to leave town, so Kate breaks off her engagement or her marriage, if it goes down with Sonny, to go out of town to be with Trey, closer to Trey. I could kind of see it happening like that, but I kind of doubt it will. But, I could only hope. Maybe they'll take Christina with them, hopefully. Todd is a freaking mess. That fool said Taya hired Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm like, wow, Todd, Mrs. Doubtfire. Didn't I mention Mrs. Doubtfire one time in this video, I think, back a long time ago? I remember saying Mrs. Doubtfire. I think I was talking about Heather when I said it. I like when they bring crazy people from back in the day onto the show, but they run their course. Heather has been ran her course since June. They just need to take her off the show. She's ran her course. It's time to get rid of that storyline. Put Heather ass back in Ferncliff, whatever, with tight security. Spinelli, that's my boy. Spinelli, always my favorite. I'm glad that he dug up the dirt, and now they know the truth, and soon the truth will be heard. I'm praying Sam don't sign those divorce papers. Give it some time. Let Jason explain. Elizabeth need to sit her neurotic ass down. Tired of her crocodile tears. Anyway, I'm out. See you tomorrow. I'll see everybody for tomorrow's episode. Johnny, Carly, Jax. It's gonna be a blockbuster tomorrow. See everybody later. I'm out.